Hey everyone, welcome back to the YouTube channel. This is the series where I try to improve by 1% every day. And today, I think is day 44 of the challenge. It's not even really a challenge, it's just trying to adapt a lifestyle. And honestly, the days just feel like they're flying by. Most of that reason is probably because I spend the whole day on my phone. All right, but today, after 3 hours of doom scrolling, I had another epiphany. Really, I have to gamify my life and my habits a little bit and implement reward systems so I'll actually repeat good habits, right? If I don't have a reward, I have no reason to come back to a habit. So there's no reason it's going to become a habit. So I'm still trying to find out how to gamify everything. But really, some goals I'm working on right now is moving from watching YouTube all the time and like YouTube shorts and stuff to watching TED Talks instead. Because some of them are really interesting and you can learn a lot of good skills from them in such a short period of time, especially if you put them on like 1.5 times speed. You just watch like one of those and it's not like you keep craving watching them. It's like you learn a few things and you really have to think about it and you're like, wow. And you kind of just shut off your phone and walk away. And that's so nice. And then also reading. I need to start putting books more out in the open where I'm more enticed to read them. And the thing about gamifying things is you give rewards. You're like, all right, nice. I worked out. What I've been doing is I say, okay, I worked out and I cleaned up a few things. Now let me go get a smoothie bowl from like Pulp, which is, I like acai bowls. So, and they're cold. They're kind of like ice cream to me. So I like them. Probably don't reward yourself if your goal is to get fit. Probably don't reward yourself with a chocolate pie every time you work out. That's probably not a good like reward for your goal. But it's like maybe you really like, I don't know, protein shakes or like throw in a little bit of whipped cream or something. You give yourself like a little dessert, or after you work out, you say, hey, I'll give myself 15 minutes to go doom scroll. If that's something you quite enjoy. I still have a bad cough. And then as you're gamifying things and building rewards, right, you say, okay, I do this good thing. Now I get something good in return, something that makes me happy, like instantly happy, but still doesn't work against like the person you want to be, like vote against that person. So as you can give things rewards and gamify things, you can also make negative consequences and like gamify, but make it like, I don't know, difficult or like unlikable, unfavorable to do bad behaviors. Like when I go on my phone, maybe I have to set something up in settings where it says every time I click YouTube, the red mode goes on automatically on my phone, right? It's just a little thing. First of all, red mode kind of sucks. Like it does not look pleasant to look at. It does not look pleasant. Just let that roll. It doesn't look good, but I still can watch YouTube. It's just now all the colors are kind of blurred together and I kind of lose my like enticement to watching the videos. I just don't want to watch them as much or for as long. So I have to set that up. Then it's also on YouTube, you can set the little boundary where it says like hide app behind Face ID. It'll hide it off your home screen. And to get to it, you have to like scroll over, go down, and now you have to like show your face. It's just one extra step. Set up screen times with a password for like every 15 minutes on YouTube. So every 15 minutes, you have to type that back in and rethink about it. A lot of times I still just bypass that system, but it's just these little steps that make it like harder to do the bad habits. And that's what's really important here. Maybe you throw away your phone, lock it away for half an hour. Well, you really can't go online. So that makes bad habits like scrolling really hard to do. Or if you play games too much, maybe you give your controller to your mom or your mouse to your mom for a little while and just say, hey, can you take this for like 30 minutes? Or give it to one of your friends or put it in another room. Like even if you're trying to get homework done and you just put your phone in another room, it puts like enough distance between the two of you where it kind of just glazes, I don't know, goes past your mind. You don't think about it that much. And if you do, it's kind of far away. So you don't feel like going all the way over there, but you still don't hear the notifications. So really gamify, give rewards for the good things and habits you want, and try to make the habits you don't want really hard to do, right? Throw your phone like in another room, turn on red mode where you won't want to look at your phone, whatever. And even some habits you have on your phone, like all the downtime you have, the downtime you have on YouTube, maybe you could switch it over to something educational like TED Talks, or at least YouTube videos that are actually good for you to watch and teach you skills. Problem is, I've tried to watch the videos that teach me skills, and I still watch YouTube Shorts all the time. At least my feed today was a lot of motivational videos, so it helped, and I actually learned a few things in 3 hours, but not that much. Not that much. So you can still craft your feed to be something that you'd actually want to watch and something that can help you improve, but I would not call that a reliable strategy. Or maybe spend some of that extra time on your phone where you're just like scrolling through your apps or whatever, or maybe like just mindlessly texting your friends or something. Maybe you go on Duolingo or Khan Academy. I know Duolingo is more fun because it's kind of like a video game. But then there's also like, you could even do something on your phone like a brain game where it's just like little games to train your brain, but they're games. So they're actually kind of fun to do, but they train your brain or like refine your math skills or your English skills or whatever. Like it's a game going on, but then to proceed, you have to like answer questions. And that's just a great way to keep yourself sharp and be somewhat productive while still being on your phone. Or you could get like the Kindle app. But still, you got to gamify your life so the habits you want are the habits that you actually want to do. There's a difference between wanting something and wanting to do something. You can want to live your best life and have all these great habits, but to actually want to do that is a totally different thing and is super hard to do the things you want to do. Usually, the hard habits are the ones that make your life easier in the future and are the ones that are good for you. And the easy habits are usually the ones that are not good for you or make your life harder, right? Usually the hard habits do not give you this instant dopamine rush, but are the ones that will pay back in the future like 100-fold. So those are the hard ones to do in the moment because the ones that give you quick dopamine are just right around the corner, right? You could just sit on your phone and keep getting dopamine, but those are not going to pay off in the long term, and usually those make you feel regretful right when they're done. So when you feel regretful and lazy, what do? You go on your phone and scroll, and once you're scrolling on your phone, what do you feel? You feel regretful and lazy. So since you're regretful and lazy, what do? You keep scrolling on your phone. It's just a loop. But when you actually do good habits, right? Like you work out, you feel a little proud of yourself afterwards. And you get this motivation to keep going and to keep building because you feel like you've already got the ball moving. So you just gotta keep going. You gotta do the good habits and the hard habits because usually the hard habits are the good ones for you. All right, that was a lot of a ramble. If you can tell, I'm trying to take more pauses instead of saying the filler words like so. And I'm not sure I think pausing is better, but it still might make some awkward moments in the videos because my train of thought isn't rolling like it should be. And maybe it'll start rolling more when I'm actually like reading more books, getting all these ideas flooded into my head and not spending all of this time on my phone just because every time I get off my phone, my head is like spinning a little bit. And then it's kind of scary when I have to go like drive or something. It's like your head is spinning. You should not be driving. You're just like, I'll go take some water. Usually it clears up a little bit, but I need to get off my phone a little more. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.